In his first game back at Lambeau since 2014, Nelson had 6 receptions for 101 yards, and he celebrated his 2 touchdowns in a big way. Treader with a great sense of humor, but he actually did play tight end in college. He's been one of the most versatile of all, recently filling in at both center and left tackle. When you're in Canton, you never know who you're going to run into. Hall of Famers can be found all over the place. The heat definitely a factor, but it was the Packers defense coming up with the huge 4th down stop with just 16 seconds to go to seal the win for Green Bay. And it's time to break out the candles and the balloons. On August 11th, 1919, the Packers were officially born. Let me tell you, this place was absolutely jammed full of green and gold fans of all ages, everyone getting ready for tomorrow's wild card game. In today's day and age of social media, fans hate it when they go to a stadium and they can't get a good cell phone signal. A fitting location because the University of Oregon has been churning out world-class athletes for decades. Cassandra, the last time the Packers faced the Cardinals, Aaron Rodgers may as well have been a tackling dummy. He was sacked 8 times. The linemen were obviously very upset with their performance, and they'll do everything they can to make sure that doesn't happen again tonight. And some fans' reaction was that they were still just happy to be here, but others told me that now the experience is a big letdown. This is the cover of today's Washington Times. It says paying dividends, and it explains how well Kirk Cousins has done taking over as the starter this season. This one is at field level, and for fan experience, it really doesn't get any better than this. Right now, I'm standing on the pathway where the Vikings players come out of their locker room, and then they go this way to take the field. Dancing with the Stars champion. If any of the Packers were going to be on Dancing with the Stars, who do you think would have the biggest shot? Who would you want to see?
I want to see Aaron Rodgers.
The drive from the Little Chute to Freedom is just about 10 minutes down County Road N, and this is the sign. This is what the winner of tonight's game is going to take home to their school.
36 degrees.
Now it is 36 degrees, down from 91. That's a 55-degree difference, and I'm definitely feeling it.
After spending 37 years in the minor leagues, Mike Jerschley received the call up to the bigs. Now, just 2 years later, the Clintonville native reached the pinnacle of the sport. But Marisa Silvas shows us how the Royal repairman sticks to his roots. A story you'll see only on NBC 26.
Jerschley not hesitate to send him all the way around.
Hey, we've been aggressive all year.
Last fall, Mike Jerschley's long baseball journey rounded 3rd and scored him a World Series title. But after the celebration, he quickly returned home to Clintonville.
Everybody in baseball is saying, you aren't going back to the furniture store to work, are you? And I said, yeah, I'll be back there next Monday. I don't want to be any different, and I don't think I am, and I think people realize that around town.
The Royals' third base coach is an expert at finishing touches on and off the field. Here, he's affectionately known as the furniture doctor.
When you get it back to that point where it almost looks like it's brand new, it gives you a great feeling like I really did something and achieved my goal.
Jerschley's been reporting to work at D. Mitchell Interiors for the last 35 years. His shop in the basement is his off-season dugout.
It's just like one big happy family, and it's like you're back home again and you can relax and forget about all the pressures of trying to win games.
Jerschley uses a great deal of care and attention to detail with each piece of furniture. That's the same way he approaches coaching. And of course, he relates furniture repair right back to the game of baseball.
I think it's a challenge. You try to figure out how to beat that other club when you're out there playing. You do the same thing with the furniture. You try to figure out a way you can get at it and make it look good again.
Winter also means family time. Jerschley and his sons run baseball clinics across the state.
That was much better. That feel better? It's nice to get out and see those little kids that want to play, you know, in the big league someday.
Just to be able to have an impact with that, but then at the same time do it with your dad and then your brother, it's priceless.
Both Jeremy and Justin followed in their dad's footsteps. Their pride is overflowing.
Just so happy for him that the time that he put in, the sacrifices, being away from the family, it's all paying off.
I always told him, I said, you know, God's got a plan, and you're going to get up there at the right time. It's just awesome for him and the family.
Hey, that's all right. That's why we're working on it.
Yeah.
The young ball players were starstruck
and also received sage advice.
World Series winner is crazy. You watch him on TV, unbelievable to actually see him shake his hand in person. And he's coaching you, it's awesome.
No matter what you do, just work hard at it and give it everything you've got, and you'll have success.
Mr. Jersley talking there at the end about how hard you have to work if you really want to make it in something that you have passion for. That's really going to hit home.
But the most important life lesson Mike's passed along, he's taught by example.
No matter how high you make it, you always remember where you came from.
He's never going to change. He never will, no matter how many World Series trips he has or rings. He's going to treat everybody equally.
I'm still going to continue to do the same things I've done every year. There's no doubt I feel blessed and fortunate going through these past 2 years. I think it just has brought us closer as a family, too.
And sticking to his routine should bode well for the Royals in the future. In Clintonville, Marisa Silvas, NBC 26.
Welcome back to the show. Minor League Baseball is not Major League Baseball. The salaries are significantly smaller, so players have to cut corners where they can. Our Marisa Silvas shows us one way the Timber Rattlers accomplish that, where all parties benefit.
Luis Aviles spends most of his days at the ballpark. But before he reports to a game, he's at his home away from home with the Blahniks.
As soon as I came in, they had everything ready for me. The room was nice and clean, and they had a little letter like, hey, welcome home.
It's more than just giving them a key and letting them into the house. It's really welcoming them into your family and taking care of them.
As a host family, they provide Luis with food, housing, and a sense of belonging during the season.
When we're opening up our homes to people, we're opening our hearts to, and we treat them like they are a family member.
Even though they're not my family, but I feel like they're part of my family now for everything they have done for me.
Here, he's cared for and supported, and even started some new traditions.
Is it a home run omelet?
It happened that at the game, I hit a home run that day. Hopefully he keeps that up. I wish I could eat omelets every day.
And we're like, the omelet, and they're like,
And for only child Riker, he is thrilled to have a built-in playmate.
He is very nice. He's very generous.
Oh boy.
He cares about you.
You can make a difference to them, and that could change their life and be like, hey, I want to be like that guy one day.
Host families provide a safe haven for their players. But they also receive much in return.
It really keeps you engaged in the games.
I got to show them, let's do something good so they can have fun.
28 players and coaches currently live with host families, and on game day, the families do everything they can to make sure their T-Rats feel loved and supported.
And that's what I like about them. They always try to keep me positive.
When you have a host brother, it's fun to cheer for them.
Let's go, Louise! Let's go!
The Blahniks also provide a respite from the pressures of trying to move up the MLB ladder.
Luis and I just recently had a talk, and he said, remember when you used to just have fun playing the game? I said, you need to go back to that.
I hope I can stay in touch. I don't hope. I will stay in touch with them. When people do stuff like that, it's always going to stay with you.
By offering a little shelter along his journey,
and I'll do my celebration.
In return, lifelong friendships are created. In Appleton, Marisa Silvas, NBC 26.